Here's your wrestling news for February 5th, 2026. Your headlines for today include WWE expanding Saudi Arabia PLE schedule in 2026 after Royal Rumble success, Tony Khan breaks silence on AEW offer to AJ Styles, subtle Raw moment, Theory's awkward pause sparks questions, Tony Khan breaks silence on Powerhouse Hobbs move, Royce Keys assigned brand, CM Punk explains why Roman Reigns delivered his best promo yet, MJF crushed by Brody King on AEW Dynamite, Tony Khan details how Tommaso Ciampa's AEW deal came together, real reason Ciampa captured TNT title in AEW debut, Nick Khan's direct involvement in major WWE returns, and more. WWE's 2026 Premium Live event calendar is still taking shape, but one thing is clear: Saudi Arabia will remain a major stop on the company's global tour. According to PWInsider, WWE is expected to run 2 more Premium Live events in Saudi Arabia later this year, in addition to the Royal Rumble 2026 that's already taken place in Riyadh. WWE's long-term partnership with the Kingdom began in 2018 under a 10-year agreement that traditionally included 2 major events per year. That schedule was disrupted during the COVID-19 pandemic, and in 2025, the company only held 1 Saudi event, Night of Champions. Now, with Royal Rumble 2026 completed, WWE appears to be returning to its standard 2 to 3 event rhythm in the region. While no official dates or event names have been confirmed yet, announcements are expected once WWE finalizes the remainder of its 2026 global Premium Live event schedule. Financially and strategically, Saudi Arabia remains one of WWE's most significant international markets. At the same time, frequent visits continue to generate debate among fans worldwide, especially when major tentpole events are involved. What's your take? Should the company spread its biggest shows across more international markets, or should it stay in the US? Following AJ Styles' loss to GUNTHER at the Royal Rumble, speculation has intensified about whether the Phenomenal One is truly done with in-ring competition. WWE sources including Triple H and Peter Rosenberg have indicated that Styles have stepped away from wrestling. However, many fans remain skeptical, especially after Styles chose not to leave his gloves in the ring following the match, a gesture traditionally seen as symbolic retirement. Now, Tony Khan has added another layer to the conversation. Appearing on Yo Josh Martinez, Khan spoke glowingly about Styles' legacy, specifically highlighting his runs in Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, 2 promotions closely connected to AEW's history and partnerships. I think that AJ Styles is absolutely a fantastic wrestler. He's one of my favorites, and I think he's had an amazing career all over the world. He's never been in AEW before, but he has wrestled in Ring of Honor, and in ROH he had some fantastic matches. And also, as a fan, some of my favorite stuff was when AJ Styles was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. His match with Minoru Suzuki is one of my personal favorites, and he had a great alliance with the Bullet Club at that time. Khan ended his comments with a strong endorsement. He's somebody who's had a great career in so many different companies around the world, and I certainly consider him to be one of the all-time greats. While Khan stopped short of teasing any formal offer or appearance, the timing of his praise has only fueled further speculation. PWInsider previously reported that there was significant backstage chatter following Styles' Royal Rumble match. Additionally, reports have suggested that Styles' WWE contract is set to expire by the end of February 2026, though no official confirmation of an extension has been made. There have also been rumors about the possibility of a short run in TNA, given Styles' deep roots with that company. At this point, nothing has been confirmed beyond WWE's stance that he is finished with the in-ring portion of his career. But between contract timing, outside interest, and Khan publicly praising him, the door doesn't feel completely shut. Is AJ Styles truly done, or is this simply the end of one chapter before another begins? Would you want to see him in AEW, TNA, or should the Royal Rumble stand as his final bow? Did you notice Austin Theory hesitating while helping Bronson Reed on Raw? Midway through Bronson Reed's match with Penta, the Vision members were at ringside and clearly preparing to interfere and give Reed the advantage. When Reed jumped onto the ring apron, Theory appeared to hesitate. He genuinely looked unsure, almost frozen for a split second, moving noticeably slower than expected. Logan Paul, on the other hand, showed no hesitation. He immediately jumped up and took the punch from Penta without a second thought. Only time will tell what can be made of that moment. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. After making his presence felt in the Men's Royal Rumble, Royce Keys, formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs, now officially has a brand to call home. According to Bodyslam.net, Keys was backstage at Monday Night Raw, but that appearance was not a sign of his long-term destination. Sources told the outlet that Keys is expected to join the SmackDown roster moving forward, placing the former AEW standout squarely on WWE's Blue brand. That assignment immediately opens up several fresh matchups, especially given SmackDown's current landscape of heavy hitters and rising contenders. Meanwhile, AEW President Tony Khan has finally addressed Hobbs' departure publicly, and his tone was nothing but respectful. Speaking to Josh Martinez, Khan reflected on Hobbs' time in AEW. "Well, I think Powerhouse Hobbs had a great run here in AEW," Khan said. "He started wrestling here in Jacksonville, where I am now, had some great matches, and became a champion in AEW. We were just talking about the TNT Championship. He's a former TNT champion and a former World Trios champion. I'll always wish him all the best." Khan's comments made it clear there's no bad blood attached to the move. Hobbs left as a former TNT champion and World Trios champion, and now gets a fresh start under a new name in WWE. The bigger question now shifts to booking. If WWE wants to establish Royce Keys as an immediate force, a statement match makes sense. A showdown with Solo Sikoa would create a hard-hitting Powerhouse collision, or if WWE wants to fast-track him into the upper mid-card, putting him opposite a name like Damian Priest would instantly define where he stands. SmackDown is stacked, but a debuting Powerhouse needs impact, not just airtime. So, who should Royce Keys face first on SmackDown? A fellow bruiser to prove dominance, or a top-tier star to accelerate his rise? CM Punk isn't just building toward WrestleMania 42, he's already framing the narrative. Coming off his tense face-to-face confrontation with Roman Reigns on WWE Raw in Philadelphia, Punk appeared on the Pat McAfee show and wasted no time addressing the buzz. Many fans have called Monday night's segment one of the strongest promos of Reigns' career. Punk didn't argue that point, but he made sure to underline one key detail: who was standing across from him. Imagine that, in the ring with CM Punk, bringing the best out of guys. "Yeah, I've heard that before," Punk said. When you look at who is the biggest names in the industry, the top two are CM Punk and Roman Reigns, so you want to see them in the biggest event, in the main event at WrestleMania. So, we're here now. What made his comments more interesting, though, was his admission that he wasn't entirely convinced Reigns would choose him after winning the Royal Rumble. "I wasn't sure he was going to pick me. I thought he might pick Drew because I do legitimately believe Drew is the easier choice." That line says everything. Punk is painting himself as the tougher road, the riskier decision the opponent Roman couldn't avoid if he wants the biggest stage possible. How excited are you for CM Punk versus Roman Reigns as the WrestleMania 42 main event? Or were you hoping WWE would take a bold swing and go with something fresh like Braun Breaker versus CM Punk instead? A true past meets future showdown on the grandest stage of them all. Sound off in the comments below. AEW World Champion MJF suffered a shocking loss on last night's episode of Dynamite, getting completely steamrolled by Brody King in a World Championship Eliminator match. It wasn't just a loss, it was a full-blown squash. The match barely got going before Hangman Page walked out, distracting MJF long enough for King to choke him out, crush him with a cannonball in the corner, and finish him with the Gonzo Bomb in front of a stunned Las Vegas crowd. As a result, Brody King has now earned himself a shot at MJF's AEW World Championship, and the match will take place at Grand Slam Australia on February 14th. Do you think Brody King is walking out of Australia with the gold, or will MJF bounce back and prove why he's still the champ? Drop your predictions in the comments. Tommaso Ciampa didn't just show up in AEW, he arrived, fought, and left with gold. But the real story is how fast it all came together behind the scenes. Speaking on the Battleground podcast, Tony Khan revealed that Ciampa's debut and immediate title win were the result of unexpected circumstances. Severe weather had disrupted AEW's Dallas area residency, forcing cancellations and impacting attendance. With the final episode of Collision in Arlington approaching, Khan wanted to deliver something meaningful to the fans who still showed up despite the chaos. That opportunity arrived when Ciampa suddenly became available. "And when Ciampa became available, I thought that was such an exciting development," Khan said. "He's such a great wrestler, he has a great history in Ring of Honor, and he's never been in AEW. Talk about somebody who's a fantastic wrestler, AEW is where the best wrestle." From there, things moved quickly. Ciampa was signed, inserted into the show, and placed directly into a TNT Championship match against Mark Briscoe. The result? A hard-hitting war that ended with Ciampa crowned champion in his very first AEW bout. Khan made it clear the decision wasn't just about shock value, it was about trust in Ciampa. With that victory, Ciampa joins Mercedes Moné as one of the rare AEW talents to capture gold in their debut match, a clear statement of confidence from the company. Now with challengers like Kyle Fletcher already circling, Ciampa's reign begins under immediate pressure. But if his debut proved anything, it's that AEW sees him as more than a surprise, they see him as a cornerstone. What do you think of AEW pulling the trigger so quickly on Ciampa? Smart move or too much too soon? Let us know your thoughts. The Bella Twins are officially back in WWE, and this time they say the call came straight from the top. Following Brie Bella's surprise appearance in the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble, both Brie and Nikki have confirmed they are back as a team, and they've already set their sights on the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, currently held by Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Speaking on Not Sam Wrestling Live, Brie revealed that her return almost didn't happen. "I've been wanting to come back. I would joke about it a lot, but yeah, I kept hearing no," Brie admitted. "So when it came Thanksgiving time, I was like, alright, I'm not going back, and I kind of just started to look at 2026 differently. I had a couple other opportunities that were put on the table, and then Nick Khan all of a sudden called me, and I wasn't expecting it, and just really wanted me back." She didn't hide her surprise at how quickly things had changed. "I was very shocked, and I was like, alright, and I'm grateful to Nick for bringing me back because I definitely thought the door was closed, and I'm happy that it reopened." Nikki echoed that sentiment, revealing she had a similar experience when she received her own call. "I remember when I got my call from Nick. It's so unexpected, and then you're like, whoa, that's life-changing." With WWE President Nick Khan personally reaching out, it's clear the company sees value in bringing the Hall of Fame duo back into the fold, but not everyone is celebrating the move. Some fans and wrestling pundits have questioned the decision, arguing that WWE already has a deep women's roster filled with rising stars who could benefit from more television time. Critics believe focusing on returning legends risks slowing the momentum of newer talent. On the flip side, supporters point to the Bellas' mainstream recognition, experience, and drawing power, especially during WrestleMania season, as assets WWE can capitalize on while elevating the tag division. Now, with renewed energy and a championship goal firmly in place, the Bella Twins are positioning 2026 as another defining chapter in their legacy. Do you think bringing the Bellas back is the right call, or should WWE focus entirely on building the next generation? Sound off in the comments below. Brian Knobbs is once again hospitalized as he continues battling a recurring infection just months after doctors previously discussed the possibility of amputating his foot. The 61-year-old wrestling veteran shared an emotional update on Instagram, revealing that he's been readmitted for treatment. In the video, Knobbs thanked fans for their ongoing support while admitting how physically and mentally exhausting this ongoing health struggle has become. He also gave a heartfelt shout-out to the Cauliflower Alley Club, crediting the group and its board members for helping him over the past 7 years. According to Knobbs, this latest setback is the result of yet another infection, part of a cycle that has continued to disrupt his recovery. "I've got to give a shout out to the Cauliflower Alley Club and all their board members for helping me out over the last 7 years. It's one thing after another. You think you're getting ready and everything's going good, and then I'm back in here again, getting poked everywhere, and I've got another infection. It kind of gets your spirits down." This update comes after his August 2025 video in which he revealed doctors were seriously considering amputating his foot due to repeated infections. During that same time period, his wife Toni also suffered a severe accident, breaking her ankle in a compound fracture that required emergency surgery and rehabilitation. Knobbs acknowledged that the last year has been among the most difficult of his life and encouraged supporters to contribute to his GoFundMe campaign if they are able. "This is probably the hardest time in my 61 years on this earth. I love you all. Please, if you can, go to my GoFundMe. Anything helps." As of this writing, the fundraiser has reached $35,837 of its $50,000 goal. Knobbs continues to fight through each setback and remains grateful for the wrestling community standing behind him during this challenging chapter. Don't miss our next video coming at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with all the latest wrestling updates. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.